Yo, um, I'm sorry I haven't been dropping videos like I have. I've been busy with school and everything. I just started. This is my second week, and it been like I don't know, fucking 4 days since I made my last video. But I'm doing it for y'all. I'm gonna make some more fucking videos. Right now, we want we want to know. Wait, are we one on? Hey, you. Well, I'm about to show y'all the lineup. Are we one now? Yeah, we 1-0. This is squad. We got Antonio Brown for the everybody got him. I picked up John Brown. Mike Evans gonna be my second receiver. As you can see, my offensive line didn't change that much. I got upgraded. I got Derek Johnson and Kendrick. I've been upgrading my whole team. I got Malcolm Butler. You finally gonna get some gameplay. And yeah, that's my squad. I got rid of Devin Hester and got Whitehead because he got that speed. So we about we about to get in this gameplay, see if I can get a W. But we on the road to 10 wins. I ain't playing no more motherfucking games. I'm on my way to get 10 wins. I gotta be dropping more videos for y'all. I'm sorry. But I've been super busy. I've been just it when my school just started, they've been just giving us work. And I'm like, damn. It only been the fucking first week and y'all already motherfuckers giving us projects and works and homework. Yo, they was giving us a lot. I already got like fucking 3 projects to do right now. But I'm gonna get that done sooner or later. I think I'm gonna start doing videos like mostly on weekends. On weekends, I'm gonna be dropping a lot of videos. But on weekdays, it is kind of iffy. You might see like 1 or 2 videos a week from me
And
on
now we get
weekdays.
a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden
Okay, here
Ultimate
we
Team
go.
matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the
Oh, he got
controls.
Le'Veon
Let's
Bell.
play.
Shit. Rocking with the Rams uniform. Damn.
Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And here we go. The Super Bowl of Madden Ultimate Team is underway. Now the return comes from Dexter McCluster.
Okay, good
These
tackle.
guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Here we go now.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll
Oh,
be taken
damn.
down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson.
Hey, David Johnson. Let's go.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way.
Come on, Brian. You got to hang on to that ball.
And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's Johnson, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing down
he dropped
early
the
to try
pass.
and get things done later.
Emmanuel Sanders,
I'm gonna be a real
the
nigga and
intended
just hunt the
receiver,
ball.
and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. And he did get it back,
Hey.
I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes
Still
for a
running
punt
that 4-3
returner,
defense.
after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And his
Hey.
first pass here is going to
Good
fall
knockdown.
incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ooh,
And his throw's
you
going
gotta
to be
pick that off.
incomplete. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that's
Good
incomplete.
defense.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now the longtime NFL punter Donnie Jones on to kick it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. That'll
Okay.
be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football. Now the hit comes.
Oh,
and Cousins lost the
shoot.
football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Good
And he'll
defense.
get up near
I
the
might go
45.
off.
They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They slot Gronkowski outright. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, I'm
Only a
going
yard
for
of
it.
the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th
Let's
down.
go, David
I
Johnson.
don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Keep pounding the ball.
Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up
Oh,
by the Saints.
damn,
And these
yo.
guys are going to take over at their own
That's
48-yard
bull.
line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second down following the run. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On second down, here's Ron. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately,
good
the Saints
defense.
were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
And that's caught inside the
He
35.
caught that? Double, triple
solid
coverage,
gain
and he
of
caught that
27.
shit. Oh, man,
care how many times
you
you
be
tell the
bullshitting
story.
with me.
It never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. On second down, it's Bell, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Fitzgerald's got it right side. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're
Where you
back to
going for? Come
Arlington
on.
right after this timeout. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Hey.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him
He
down
got the
at
first?
the 23. They'll give him a yard on the play, and on fourth down.
Yo, that's a challenge. I can't call it a
Now
challenge.
they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Yo, I be hating
They
man
come
with
up
these
one
challenge
running back.
balls. You
That's
can't
Bell.
challenge the ball for
And they'll
nothing
get it
now.
up the middle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3
I get
yards
mad
on the
at that,
pickup
yo.
there, and it'll be
You ain't
second
supposed to
down.
fix that where you can
Looks like to
challenge
talk about
anytime
defense
you
in
want.
terms of
You only
levels.
got 2
First
challenges.
level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And here we go on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell.
Damn,
And
he got
takes
that.
it
Okay.
across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Man, be bullshitting with me.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense
That's a good
now, they
field
get
goal
set
range.
and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up.
Yo,
by the
again,
Saints.
yo?
And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third and goal, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Penalty marker is down here. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down.
No blocking.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Roethlisberger and Olsen over the middle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch it.
Good defense. Come on.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger.
Let's go. Okay, come on. We got to go downfield.
And dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy
Dang, yo, come
on,
catch the
ball.
ball.
To tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play action now, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But it looked like a Rams
God, yo, give me some
hands
time
on
in
it.
the
Yes,
pocket.
So they will hold on to the football indeed. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they were
on
very
people's
fortunate
dicks
this
again.
offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back now in Arlington, it's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he stays up. Pressure applied.
Let's go, defense.
Taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50
Let's go.
yards.
He missed it.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Screenplay, Johnson. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
What the fuck? Kirk Cousins, you overthrew that.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And caught by Cameron right side.
Ooh, that was wide open.
That time as that'll move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Again, it's Bell. And a short pickup there. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Roethlisberger to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Cousins to throw. It's in.
Flag, yo.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into
Let's
the
go,
end zone.
yo.
Touchdown,
We need that.
Los Angeles. David Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Roethlisberger. And Cameron has it over the middle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll go again with Bell. And some space here. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First and goal here from the 2. Now Bell. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
It's good to make it 17-7. Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's I don't know if I'm going to drop some gameplay later, but I'm just giving y'all a heads up. On weekdays, I might drop 1 or 2 videos a week, or in weekends, I will drop a lot more. But this is the Comeback Kid. Comeback season real. We the best team in the league. Peace.